Hello, Elke is coming to visit us today. Elke won the ISG and sciatica challenge, so she gets to spend the meet and greet day here with us at Liebscher Bracht. Don't you, Elke? And now that she's finally here, we want to make the most out of the day by asking, is there anything anywhere in your body that doesn't feel quite right or might need some extra attention?
Yes, I've had that for quite a while because, interestingly, it moves around. Sometimes it's the shoulder, then the knee, and often it focuses on the leg.
Earlier, you mentioned that the hip issue is predominantly in the buttocks. Maybe we should focus more specifically on one particular pain from this potpourri and give it our thorough attention. That's how we always do it, by the way. We always ask the body because we say that the body, so to speak, uses pain as its language, and you use language the other way around. Pain is truly the language. Pain is essentially the language we speak. Thus, we follow the guidance of wherever it hurts the most. So, if you experience a variety of pains throughout your body, the most critical ones to address and effectively alleviate first are definitely those that are the most noticeably pronounced and significant. That's your buttocks. Yes, exactly. Let's see. Have you done anything before, or how do you feel the area? How is pain affecting you?
In the past, I've experimented with several different exercises which seemed to show improvement for a while, although unfortunately they weren't long lasting.
All right. When exactly does the pain start, and when do you begin to notice it?
Whenever I happen to be running,
How long do you have to walk? Yes. By walk, you mean using your feet, so not running, but walking.
yeah, definitely walking, I usually notice it relatively quickly actually. Then it feels as though the entire side becomes quite unstable. It's almost like my leg and foot suddenly just give way unexpectedly. Additionally, there's also this discomforting pain that emerges and radiates throughout the upper hip region.
So you said it is in the glutes, right?
Yes,
And how frequently do you notice that? How often does it occur to you? Is it every time you walk?
every time when I walk, yes.
But just walking around here probably isn't enough, right?
It usually differs.
Just try it for a moment, walk around the chair a bit, and just feel in. Because it's always very helpful and useful to be able to track whether or not there's any change that occurs as a result of doing the exercises. I don't notice anything now. Yeah, keep walking. No, no, go this way so you stay in the camera's view. Make sure that you're always moving nice and smoothly, all the way around the chair, and take a few moments to really feel into it.
Yeah, I can obviously sense a bit of discomfort in my hips.
Yeah, then keep walking. Discomfort. You're not walking freely. There's a bit of irregularity in your walking. Continue walking. I want to observe that once more. Yes, you're not walking in a fully balanced manner. Do you notice an uneven pace?
Yes, as if we could also get rid of that.
But that's still quite useful for making a comparison, possibly. So let's put some thought into it. Could you please take a seat and move your feet forward to reach this spot right here? Sure, no problem. Move a little bit further forward, please. I'd like to try out an exercise right now. It's concerning the left side, exactly. All right, now could you please place your left lower leg under your right leg? Place it underneath, bend at the hip. And now try to align your shin parallel to the line if possible. Yes, that's correct. And take a look. This angle needs to be 90 degrees. Now attempt to move your pelvis approximately to this point here. Very good. Go on. Yeah, just a little more. Is it hard? Yeah, try it. Come on, it's part of the training. Yes? Okay, look, now you're parallel. That's already nice. And there you're not quite. Move a little forward. Yeah, now it's good. At this point, it's quite a decent 90-degree angle. We'll keep it steady, ensuring that it doesn't change in any way. Okay? Okay. Now try to move your leg all the way around as far back as you possibly can and aim to bring the leg behind you. You can bend slightly. You don't need to remain straight. Yes, and keep going back. Continue moving. Continue moving. Yes, and now try to stretch back. Go on, stretch towards the back. Yes, indeed. Okay. Now you're starting to look a bit strained. We need to be really mindful and careful now, don't we? Because it's really important right now that you, with your sense of pain where it's stretching, remain within a range that you can still reasonably and comfortably tolerate and handle. How much do you feel now, and where do you feel the stretch in this position?
I can really feel it back there deep inside.
Very nice. That's what we want, because that's where you have the problem. Yes? Just move a bit further back. Yes, and try to lay the top of your foot down. Absolutely, that doesn't look bad at all. It's actually looking quite good, but you're already starting to appear quite stressed.
A bit so, yeah.
Okay, it's still pulling back there. Is it pulling anywhere on the right side as well?
Yes, they're on the inside.
Just so you know what's working now, maybe also if you're doing the exercise along with us. On the right, it's the hip flexor that's pulling, and on the left, it's the glute muscles. And that's practically an antagonist relationship. The right and left sides are antagonists. You see, that's correct. Now let's proceed with this, Elke. Adjust your posture a little since you're tilting a bit to the left. Try to adjust your posture to be straighter. It should become even clearer then. But we need to be careful now. It should only be as much as you can just about tolerate comfortably. That's how you stay. Just checking how it looks. That looks good already. And the more, Elke, the more effort you put into moving your right hip in the direction towards like this. I'll do it carefully. You let me know right away. You'll notice immediately. Oh, yes. So we should only do as much, or you should only do as much yourself as can still be comfortably tolerated. Okay? So you stay in now and enjoy the moment. So, by the way, you can join in from home as well, right? So if you have a similar problem, you can join in right away. Now, Elke, breathe your way further into it. And continue to try reaching with the right hip bone towards the left heel as much as you can. How are you doing?
It's somewhat tense, although it is indeed still quite tolerable.
All right, that seems to be a pretty suitable dosage. And now could you please press down firmly with your right knee and subsequently also with your left foot? Press the right knee down, press the left foot down as if you were doing strength training. Apply a firm press. Use the full strength of your legs. Then relax again and make an attempt to slightly deepen the stretch. Very good. I think that's the limit now. The sound, if you feel the way she just grimaced, then you're right at the limit. Press the left foot and the right knee down again. Press really firmly down. Relax once more and try going a little bit further in this time. Oh, yeah, that's definitely your limit, isn't it? Yes, you can feel it yourself. So it's just at the point where it's still comfortable. It always has to be like that so you're not forced to stop because of the stretching pain, you know?
Okay.
All right, now take your time to come out slowly. Lean back just a bit more. Move your right leg forward with care. And no need to worry if it makes a clicking sound. That's perfectly normal. Please sit back down, both legs forward. Okay. Glad to have made it out. Okay. Yes. Happy. Yes. All right. And now I'd like you to kindly do it the other way around. Now, please place your right lower leg and the left knee carefully. Turn a bit in order to achieve that ideal 90-degree angle. Exactly. Maybe just a bit more there. And move slightly forward here so that you now have this proper alignment. And now you should gracefully move your leg back, just as you did earlier. And continuously try to extend further back. You can easily work your foot backwards like this, and you at home can do it this way right away. And move yourself onto the top of your foot. Really get onto the instep as much as possible. That's right. Okay, and make it a little bit steeper. Yes, practically backwards with the torso and further over to the left. And then you'll notice if you go further back and more to the left, the stretch becomes more intense. That's less intense, but if you do it more like this, by going over here, you'll notice it becomes noticeably more intense. Still, you need to determine your limit at this point, understanding clearly what's just tolerable for you. Okay, now stay in that position for a short while to give both the muscles and fascia a real chance to effectively start loosening and yielding. It often takes some time before they really give in. Be sure to maintain the position for at least 30 seconds. That's why we begin with this particular phase and stick to a 2-minute duration so you're in the groove where things truly start to shift. We believe that holding stretches for less than 30 seconds is not very effective because there's simply not enough time to even start getting any movement. Exactly, and try to keep pushing yourself a little further back, making sure you're more upright and move slightly more to the left side. And then you'll notice it's pushing more and more toward the limit. You simply have to keep feeling into it. This is something that we gradually learn so that you position yourself exactly like this, millimeter by millimeter into the position that is still just about comfortably bearable, because that's where you have the most effectiveness for the time invested. Exactly at this intensity. And now make sure the left leg pushes firmly into the floor. So focus on the left knee and ensure the right foot is also pressing steadily into the floor. Engage both. Make sure the left knee presses down firmly and the right foot pushes down strongly. And relax once more. However, to relax doesn't mean to fully let go. Try applying some tension so you can really feel it well. Apply some strength. All right, and now make a mental note that when you let go, you're going to deepen the stretch even more. More upright with the torso, a bit more to the left with the torso.
I mean, the right arm.
Are you feeling it? Yeah, we're almost there now. Yeah. Are you still holding up? Yes. Okay, then stay there just a bit longer. Press down with your left knee once more and make sure your right foot is pressing firmly. As you begin to relax, ease yourself further into the stretch. Allow the tension to fade away and gently push yourself even deeper into the stretch. Carefully take a step out slowly now. Yes, exactly. Bring your right knee forward. All right, here we have the initial set of 2 exercises. Okay, here's what I'd like us to do now. Please lie flat on your stomach. Or rather, no, let's first start by getting you into the crawling position. Yes, hands and knees on the floor. And move back a bit on the mat so you have space. Yes. Now spread your knees a little wider so that you stand more stable. And now round your back here. Yes, exactly. Round it there. And try while staying rounded to move your hips downward. Yes, like this. Lower yourself slowly using the groin. Let your body naturally sag in that way. No, yes, no. That's right. Now please go ahead and move your pelvis forward. Yes, that's correct. Push the pelvis even more forward. Keep going. You have to say it to eventually notice things. Do you notice now? Oh, that's very short for you. If you notice now, it's very, very short.
I can distinctly feel it mainly in my arms and indeed in my hands.
Arms, hands, then move your hands a bit outward. It usually makes it more bearable. Now look again.
Yes, now.
Where do you feel it? In the groin, stomach, back? In the stomach. Absolutely. This exercise can indeed be immensely valuable and of great significance for you since you're not able to hold on, right?
I'm not able to.
I just need to quickly get this from you.
I can feel it in the arm.
Go ahead and take a short break for now. We are going to use something to aid us with the exercise.
Right.
All right, take a look at this here. I've managed to get something else for us now, so try your best to go as far forward as you're able. Please hand me your arms. You should rest your forearm like this. Exactly. And far enough back that you can let yourself hang. That's really more than plenty. That's really more than plenty. All right. And now round your back and let it sag completely. No. Look, up front, closer to the front. Yes, exactly, exactly. Just let it sag more. Yes, do you feel it pulling again, probably?
Yep, in the back.
You'll be genuinely amazed by what unfolds and how it feels when doing this exercise on a daily basis.
All right, now.
Yes, try to hold it. I'm curious. And when you're at home and you feel like you can't do it anymore, release for a moment and then go back in
Okay.
and make an effort overall to reach a total practice duration of about 2 minutes. It's best to do it all at once, but as long as it's not possible, you can gradually work your way in that direction, step by step. I can tell it's going to be tiring again. I'm going to step out for a bit. Okay. This exercise is very, very important for you. Now, let's do a third round. Here we might have about 2 minutes, and now we'll already incorporate this tensing as it can speed up the process a bit. If you are also having issues with bending at home, then you should really make an effort to do this exercise just like Elke does on a regular basis. I'd go as far as to say, Elke, if you want, you are more than welcome to do it not just once a day, but you can certainly make time to do it twice a day if it's suitable for you. But it depends entirely on the time available you have. However, your body really needs it. It feels increasingly better every time after you finish this routine. So just keep going.
And then I'm definitely going to show you This tip.
Tell me when it starts to pull.
Now,
Already now. Okay, that's very early. Why? It's nothing bad. No, no, no. No, for God's sake, it's nothing bad. But it shows the potential there is for you to feel better. Now go ahead and press your knees firmly against the floor while making sure your torso remains completely still and doesn't move at all. Apply firm pressure against the ground without letting the pelvis shift or tilt. Then relax again and attempt to go slightly deeper into it. Did you notice it went a bit further? But I think that's enough now, right?
indeed, I certainly do believe so.
Release again, and once you're done with that, and after that, sit on your heels. You can do that well already. Yes.
I can feel that.
Yeah, you likely feel that in your knees, right? But see, that's good. It's a really good stretch too. And now try to carefully rest your torso on your knees. No, just take a look. Don't move further back. Simply stay there and go a little bit lower. Yeah, exactly. And a little bit lower. Where does it pull now? In the knees? All right, just maintain your knees firm and rock solid. And carefully lower your upper body until you distinctly begin to perceive some tension. We've crafted an incredibly fantastic and detailed program that's specifically designed just for you,
Absolutely.
especially for your back. Do it always in front of the couch, yes.
Okay, on the couch.
And when you start to feel more stability in your shoulder, then place your arms on the ground. Go down for a moment, but you'll already have that position and can use it anytime, yes?
Sure. Good.
Let's walk a few steps now and really feel it out. Move a bit first, yes.
That must already feel completely different.
Describe, describe.
So it's like this, not feeling like I'm tipping over anymore.
Already after just a few exercises? Interesting, yes. Yes, okay. Keep walking and describe.
So it has a feeling of being much freer, lighter. And this uncertainty has now transformed into something different. It's a much more stable kind of walk. Not as crazy or erratic as it was before.
I really didn't anticipate that at all, I have to say honestly, because we actually didn't do that much, Elke. But there you can really see the remarkable potential in the Liebscher and Bracht exercises that can make such a difference, to make the leg feel different. So I'm myself now surprised. I'm happy.
I'm truly very much looking forward to experiencing it as well.
Let's quickly recap once more. Earlier we went through that. We did the first exercise with one leg forward, one leg back. You can find everything again on the channel. But now I can feel it as well. And then do the same with the other side for a duration of 4 minutes. And then I think we immediately proceeded to the sagging part. Ah, yes, that's an additional 2 minutes, bringing the total to 6 minutes. When performing the sagging exercise, always make sure to use a stool or the couch for support, and then gradually work towards doing more with your arms. Great for the shoulders. Yes, it's excellent shoulder training, stabilization exercises.
Yeah, because with all the constant computer work I do, I find myself just always being really so.
Forward, right?
Indeed, yes, and additionally somewhat constrained as well.
Then I'll demonstrate a bonus exercise for you now. Elke, here's an extra bonus exercise for you. Yeah, this will complement the other exercises. And the fourth thing was seating on your heels, remember? And then you try to reach as far forward as possible with the goal of being able to lay yourself down there. Those were the 4 exercises. And now the bonus exercise for your shoulder off to the corner, Elke.
Make your way over to the corner.
I really love the corner so much. It's incredibly efficient in every way. Just watch and I'll show you why. All right, you start by moving horizontally and then steadily keep going forward until you ultimately reach and touch the wall. Now, step back a bit with one leg. Now, use one leg to step back slightly. Yes, exactly. And now move to about a 30-degree angle. Shift your right leg a little more towards the front and softly bend your knee a little bit. Yes, exactly, exactly. So, and now you can, with straightened arms, I can see it's all very, very tight. It's pulling already. Yes.
It's surprising.
If you're as short and tense as Elke often is, you can really look forward to trying these exercises because if you do them regularly, you'll soon begin to feel completely different in an amazingly positive way. When you're in this position, with your elbows completely extended, gradually keep moving the upper end of your sternum further and further into the corner. Try and describe where it pulls.
There's a noticeable pulling sensation in the left rear calf area.
Well, we don't particularly need them at this moment. That's merely an added bonus effect.
In the arms, especially the upper arm, there's a pulling sensation.
All right, and just remain in that position. Stay like that and enjoy the moment. However, it shouldn't be intense enough to cause you any stress, that you experience stress from enduring the pain for too long. Always engage in the exercise only to the extent that you can still comfortably handle without issue. Exercises should be enjoyable, and they're only enjoyable if they don't hurt too much. Keep going deeper and stay up here, always reaching further. Aim the upper end of your breastbone toward the corner. Can you go in a bit further, or is the level of intensity sufficient? It's definitely enough. That's sufficient, clear statement. Go in just as far as you notice, Anything more really isn't necessary. Just barely on the positive side, that's the magic word. Okay, now you should really press up against the walls with both your hands as firmly as you possibly can. Press firmly against it. Press really firmly against it. If you're joining in at home, press 2. Put in your very best effort. Firmly press against the walls. Keep yourself relaxed and don't step back. It's the most common mistake observed. Many people tend to come out of the stretch when they release. No, it should actually be the opposite approach. After releasing, you ought to go deeper into the stretch since there's more space available. And repeat once more, you exert pressure with your hands applied against the walls. Loosen up a bit more, proceed further in. Yes, now that was really quite good. And then come back out and turn to the left. No, to the left. Yes, yes. Go ahead and turn with your whole body. Yes. And now feel into it, into my chest.
Much freer, lighter.
Describe it. I personally love the feeling, yes, because I always enjoy hearing what others feel about it too.
It's a liberating feeling, allowing you to breathe freely and easily, particularly for me, as I often face difficulties with breathing.
Do you already notice that you can breathe easier, take in air in a smoother way? Wild, huh?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Move around a bit freely.
Yes, it's an entirely different sensation. When you're able to breathe freely, it really makes a significant impact on how you feel.
Hey, we only did the exercise once, a completely different feeling just from doing it once. I'm genuinely surprised. However, I definitely like it, but when you articulate it in that manner, it's absolutely unbelievable. Just to quickly explain to you why these corner exercises are incredibly beneficial. We spend the whole day with our arms forward. We're typing on the keyboard, which you do as well. We have the mouse positioned here in front. Then we cook something and chop or slice something, or we might write something by hand. What else is there? Or we're massaging someone. Like the arms are always up front here. And very, very rarely do we extend or reach back there. Can you remember the last time you were up in the apple tree trying to stretch out and grab that apple way back there? It could have been a long time ago. Today it's more like fridge open, grab the apple in the front, hold it, and back out without reaching further back. And we need to balance that out. And we did that with Elke now through the corner for the first time, the first part. You really haven't done our exercise before, have you? No, you haven't. So tell me, this is your very first time experiencing how that whole process feels, right? Describe to the viewer what that feels like.
So this is simple. Yes, it's a sense of freedom, a lightness. When you're living without pain, it's undoubtedly a completely different feeling of life compared to when you're constantly feeling tense. And then you have the pain on top of that. Yeah, it's just,
But what do you say about it? For the first time now, it was maybe just about 10 minutes. We did a few exercises, and you notice your leg feels different. You feel completely different up here. Just calculate that over time. What does that mean for you?
yes, it's just a completely different way of living.
You may ask, how often should you do these exercises?
Yes, I wonder that.
You have to do it once a day. There's no other way. Yes?
Definitely, I will actually implement it now as well.
Would you take it as a starting point?
Definitely.
Think about the pain we talked about where we said that the joint balls are always higher and you don't know it, but you just don't feel good. And through the exercise, the joint balls move away from the pain threshold deeper, 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 deeper. And the deeper they go, the pain disappears relatively quickly. But then the quality of life keeps improving. The lightness keeps increasing. Now add up the lightness from your left leg and from your shoulder arm area to your entire body. And that's something that should definitely motivate you at home as well. Make it a habit to regularly watch the videos, engage in the exercises, notice how much lighter you feel, and integrate this more and more into your daily routine. If you're interested in exploring more exercises like these or hearing such spontaneous testimonials, where people like Elke, whom I just met today, creatively and spontaneously come up with a structured little program, describe in detail the steps that help understand how to choose an exercise tailored for specific pains and tension states, test it effectively, and then creatively put together a well-structured small program. Then please go ahead and click here. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, then kindly click down there. And also don't forget about the bell button. No, definitely not the alarm. The active button, which is actually the bell. Yes, the bell. You were reminded to press the bell button so that you won't miss any future videos we upload. And with that, we bid you farewell and say goodbye.
Goodbye for now. See you really soon.